Hi, this is Ed, your focus coach. Today we're talking about your personality style and how it matches up to become a great entrepreneur. I was teaching this in a junior high one time. I was talking to the guidance counselor. She says, all the young people want to be entrepreneurs, Ed. I said, well, what do they want to do? They want to create a video game and make millions of dollars. Okay, I understand what you're talking about. And sometimes that's the mindset. We see things. But there is an opportunity based on your entrepreneurial idea to be able to get around the right people. But you got to understand your personality has to be geared to that, okay? Now we know that 3% of the population has this D behavioral style. Maybe a little bit more in this day and age, but they can make a decision. They're decisive. They're going to take a risk. They're willing to step out of the boat and be able to see things happen. The I style, they want to talk it out all the time. They want to make sure they're prepared. But again, the D and the I, very active personality styles. They're going to go for it when it comes to specifically being an entrepreneur. Now, the S style, which is stable, secure, tell me what to do, don't set goals, okay? That's about right now 69% of the population. So if you have an S style, you're going to have to adapt, blend, and connect your style and get in sync and be able to take that risk and maybe get some people around you to give you counsel and maybe take one step at a time. See, the S style wants to do one thing at a time, so don't rush it, right? A C style, don't get bogged down in the details. They're going to have a lot of details. About 17% of the population has to have all the details and facts. So when you put your combinations of your behavioral style together, and we are a blend of those, you're going to have to understand what style do you really want to go after in terms of utilizing your style. And maybe you're in the back end of it. Maybe you've created the idea, but you need a front person. Maybe you have some people right now that can help you financially and bring it all together. Maybe you need that D style. Maybe you need that I style to be the spokesman, and you need to take a step back. It could be your idea, okay? So don't get hung up that you have to do everything. But understand this, your personality has a big role in what you are, specifically in what you want to do as an entrepreneur. So if you are an S or C style, great, get that idea. Cultivate that idea. Bring people around you who you can trust and be able to get this information. I always say sign a non-disclosure so that if they sign this information, they can't take it, they can't give it to anybody else. And then I sit down with them and maybe get somebody else in the front to be able to lead or somebody who can make decisions. But I want to tell you, in this situation with your behavior, look at this information. Look at your behavioral style. You'll be able to get your individual one page that talks about everything you are. It's going to talk about your traits, your value and organization. I would always encourage you, before you become an entrepreneur, go work for somebody. Go find out the ins and outs of that business, the ins and outs of that idea. This way you have some experience with that, and you're going to know what they did wrong and what you don't have to go after, right? It's all about key learnings. What type of key learnings can you have in your life? When I worked with the Coca-Cola company, every year, at the end of the year, I'd have to go back and say, this worked or this didn't work, and here were my key learnings. So in this process of understanding your behavioral style, gather up your one-page report, look at the information, see if you're willing to be able to take the idea and run with it, or should you take the idea and bring some people around you so they can be successful? Because I want to see you become a successful entrepreneur. There's so many great ideas and so many solutions out there. Bring the solutions, but get people around you where it's a great team effort. We'll talk to you again, and remember, your focus does determine your future.